All right. I've been needing to do a lot more work on this channel, but been extremely busy with my film projects. A1 lifestyle. Part of the lifestyle is the creative lifestyle as a filmmaker, videographer, motion graphic designer. That is the bread and butter. That's the livelihood. But at the same time, always investing in health and fitness because one hand washes the other hand, shakes the other hand. They work together. Extremely important. But yeah, been super busy with that. But I'm always in my own head about, hey, I need to drop more content. But at the same time, coming up on a decade of building a career doing the visual media work, so it kind of takes priority. Again, I'm in my own head with the excuses, more videos, make more videos. And then I want the videos to have a certain polish and certain level of perfection. So it goes against my natural artist inclination to just do a video on my phone and upload it straight to the channel, which I'm about to do, unedited, fully raw. But anyway, totally blown away after some months really head down in the film projects, able to come back up for air, get back more on the physicality, Las Vegas, Oakland, film work, fitness, workout, and just really enjoying life. Less is more, small circle, looking to achieve more freedom. Be free to create, create to be free is the motto for my company, AM1 Creates. I've been having a blast with this keto situation for many, many years. I talked about that on the channel a lot, and I'll be talking about it a lot more, just kind of refreshing, reinvigorating that topic. It never gets old really for me, and there's always new people that want to hear about it. But most of my adult life at this point, 15 coming up on 20 years, more plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, running those kind of diet strategies. And in the last year and a half, switched over to more animal-based, carnivore, kind of weaving in and out of that. But big fan of intermittent fasting, which is more properly called intermittent eating, I would say. But extended fast, intermittent fasting, all these things I was adopting, these strategies I was using years before ever really looking at influencers on YouTube. Fasted cardio, it's just kind of my default. Intermittent fasting, extended fasts. But I was able to get into ketosis with fasting while doing HIIT cardio workouts, while still doing more of a plant-based strategy to a vegan strategy. And fast forward now, realizing how much easier it is to leverage ketosis. And ketosis is just basically putting your body in a fat burning state. Simplified way to put it. I'll expand on that more in later videos. But the keto thing is super important. And for years, I slept on what that even really meant. I thought it was just some diet, fad name or whatever. I didn't understand that there's actually a body physiological process or state you can put yourself in. And I would argue is a natural state you would readily achieve if you're leveraging your metabolism properly. In other words, not poisoning yourself. More on that later as well. But just fresh with the thoughts on my mind. Water fast, extended fast, 40-hour fast, 4-day fast, whatever. I've run the gamut of so many different things, and I heard people talking about fat fasts and bone broth fast, and instead of just hardcore going on a water fast multiple days, kind of reset, ramp back up, I started recently leveraging bone broth, and then I put bone broth with ghee butter, so I'm leveraging more fat. That is the game changer, absolutely. So came back to Oakland a couple of weeks ago for some video work that I had, and ran a situation where I knew I was going to fast on Monday. And I typically fast on Mondays. I knew I was going to fast on Monday. I'm driving back to Oakland from Las Vegas, so it's basically a whole day on a Monday. That morning, I wake up super early, get ready for the trip, and I have some bone broth with the ghee butter, and drive, just have water the whole trip, and came back, got to Oakland, had some more bone broth with the fat, went to sleep, woke up, and basically just ran that kind of alternate day fasting for the next 3 days. So the day after that, had more bone broth, and then the day after that, had some eggs, had half a dozen eggs, and then more bone broth, and then went back to bone broth the next day. And it was to a point where this protein from the bone broth and the fat, that combination, put me into a keto state so fast. Mind you, I've been at this for a while, so I'm already fat adapted. It's very easy for my body to shift into ketosis. So I just want to put that out there. And I'm definitely like always fine tuning and tinkering with ways to leverage getting into these states. And I've been at it for a while, but I'm looking at how can I coach people on how to fast track it. In other words, hey, don't do what I did. I'm trying to tell people, do not do it the way I did it. Don't bang your head against the wall, try to run through a brick wall, doing it the harder way when I can help you do it much faster. You want to get to a point where you're burning off the excess body fat because of the cascade of downstream negative effects that come along with that. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it. At 46, coming up on 47, best shape of my life. My last meal was on Sunday. Today is Tuesday morning. My last actual physical food substrate, aside from, I would say 4 scoops of this pretty clean protein shake. And I put the protein shake in coffee. So I had coffee and then bone broth or bone broth with ghee butter. That's all I've had in the last 36 hours to 40 hours, somewhere in there, coming up on around 40 hours. And just feel amazing. So I wake up today in a fasted state, wake up pretty early, and my body just naturally starts waking up at 5, lay down at about 11 p.m. Body starts waking up close to 5. Laid in bed for a while just to see, am I going to go into another sleep cycle, maybe another 30, 40 minutes, listen to some podcasts, and was like, oh no, we're getting up. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. And all right, we're going to the gym. So I already knew, because yesterday, while on the fast, I walked 3.5 miles around Lake Merritt, downtown Oakland, and then later on went back to the gym and did 2 miles on incline. So basically walked an hour, 2 miles on incline, like 7 and then 9 on the incline, burned a ton of calories, and then went in the sauna for 25 minutes. And this is after on Sunday, I did a fight training session and then went to the gym and did deadlifts and leg press. I'm blown away right now, and I'm doing this video right now, super inspired, because pushing my body through that wall just to show when you get your body to a fat adapted state, how much you can perform just from fat. Proving to myself, my own personal N of 1 experiment, how much I can perform, how powerful my body can be with just burning fat. Because I haven't had any carbs in hours at this point, and was already in a state to where glycogen stores pretty low, burning through that, getting back into a keto state, and really being able to plow through so much cardio. So yesterday did a whole lot of walking, kind of recovery day for some workouts I had this weekend, but did a whole lot of steps, sauna session, which is like cardio in and of itself, right? Because it increases your heart rate. So then today, wake up, came here, fasted, hours into the fasted state. Again, it is bone broth and ghee butter and a bit of protein. So kind of protein sparing-ish, fat fast, kind of hybrid, right? It's kind of modified. Again, just experimenting, tinkering with some things, still prototyping this whole format to make it work for myself. But did, again, that same setup where I did essentially an hour on the treadmill, roughly 2 miles incline. And then I just got off and said, you know what, I want to do a little bit of jump rope. So I just did another 20-minute or so jump rope session, got in another 300 calories. We'll talk about calories too. But then I'm about to go hit the sauna again for another at least 20 minutes. Got a lot of work coming up today. But just starting the day off, really just torching calories, because I'm in this body recomp experiment where I've put body fat on my body that I think is infused with highly oxidating seed oils, so it's harder to burn. So I'm having to force my body to essentially detox these old fats, and I'll show you more about that too. I'll be more transparent and kind of show exactly what I mean by that. And I think this is something that a lot of people are dealing with. That's exactly why obesity rates are going up and people are not able to burn fat like they want, because their fat cells are infiltrated with fatty acids that your body simply does not want to metabolize. So it essentially treats them like toxins and tries to isolate them in your fat, but they already literally are your fat. So your body just says, I don't want to burn them. That's when we get into the whole seed oil situation. You're hearing a lot more about that. That's getting more mainstream looks, and that's something that is extremely fascinating to myself. Learning more about that and strategies on how to get rid of that. Because when you get into the whole seed oil thing, it says it has a half-life to where, depending on who you listen to, it can be anywhere between 2 years, 4 years, 6 years to get those out of your body. I'm looking at ways, how do you get that out faster, leveraging fasting, leveraging more exercise, sauna, essentially forcing yourself into a detox crisis state, but in a very controlled way, very slow and controlled and systematic, to where it's not a crisis. So rapid detox. So stick around, like, share, subscribe, and we're definitely going to go way deeper into these kind of strategies. So definitely more keto, low carb, keto, carnivore, animal based, just leveraging that. Keep the glucose and insulin low for sure, so we can get into a keto state, get fat adapted, and really learn how to leverage the energy and building block element of protein and fat, and get yourself to a point where you can, rapid detox. More on that later. Animal Lifestyle.